A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for checking this video out. So I have a couple of cricketing stories to share, and I also have a little video clip of O'Shane Thomas doing some work in the nets. As we know, he was recently recalled to the West Indies squad as they get ready to take on India. Now, we see where a former Indian wicketkeeper is suggesting that sides over there in India that are playing in the red ball tournaments can easily take on 4 to 5 West Indians to help them get back on track. So we're going to talk about that. We also see where the former West Indies captain Pollard got himself injured while playing in the MLC. So we're going to talk about that also. Just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you think in the comment section. So we're going to start things off with over there in India. So taking this one from a website called the Hindustan Times. The headline says, Ranji Trophy sides could absorb 4 to 5 West Indies cricketers. They say ex-India keepers ambitious but thoughtful suggestion. So let me go down into the article now. So it says the Ranji Trophy, hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, trophy doesn't allow international players, but Deep Dasgupta, that's the ex-Indian keeper's name, Deep Dasgupta, said if the BCCI permits, then the West Indies players could benefit. The article says the West Indies versus India Test series concluded after the second Test match ended in a draw as a result of rain. So they are highlighting young players such as Alec Arthanes and Kirk McKenzie, and they are saying that, you know, with the infrastructure and what's happening in West Indies, players like Alec Arthanes and Kirk McKenzie could definitely use the help. So they say there have been plenty of discussions regarding what the West Indies can do to help return their national team to the heights of past. They say Arthanes and McKenzie have shown that there is no dearth of talent. Then what is the issue? So they're saying the talent isn't the problem, so what is the issue? So they say what can be done to revive the West Indies cricket, especially in the longest format. Now, the former Indian wicketkeeper, who is now a commentator, Deep Dasgupta, had what you would call a left field idea, right? When he was speaking on ESPN Cricket Info. So we're going to go into it. So this is it. He said, he's quoted as saying, the bottom line is there is potential there, right? There's potential. There is talent coming through in red ball cricket. We have seen the younger lot come through. But to make the West Indies Test team a success or competitive, what they really need to do is to play more of this format. And even Stephen Wonder could see something like that. Right? He said that it has been a matter of concern for West Indies cricket that many of their modern talents prefer the shorter format of the game, leaving their ranks in the red ball cricket relatively thin and unprepared for when the best teams visit. So they went on to say, ideally, you want them to play as many test matches as possible against competitive sides. He said the top 4 to 5 sides, but at times that's not possible or practical. That leads to me going to for a left field idea, which is if West Indies cricket can identify a few players and the BCCI agrees to allow these players to play first-class cricket here in India. End quote. So they say, open quote again, it happens for a couple of months, October to November. They say West Indies can release 4 to 5 of the youngsters like McKenzie and Alec and a few other players, you know, that are into red ball to visit India. And they say in India, we have 38 first-class sides. We can easily absorb 4 to 5 to 6 players like that which could be a great help to West Indies cricket and make them more competitive, end quote. Now, this right here is a good suggestion. He went on to say, might be very left field idea, but an idea that I think can be useful, end quote. Viewers and subscribers, this is a left field idea, but this is a brilliant idea. My only problem with this is I don't see the Indians doing this at all. I mean, for West Indies, they might do it because, you know, I guess they share good relationship because of how we have helped to develop their T20 cricket over there, the IPL, you know, but I don't know. If this is something that the BCCI would be open to, then I don't see why CWI wouldn't agree to something like this. You know, if you have people like Kurt McKenzie, Alec Arthanes, Casey Carty, you understand, and a couple of other people that are interested in playing red ball cricket, we could send them over there for a couple of months while nothing is happening and they go and play some cricket. Even if our regional tournament is going on and we can get those guys to go and play for a month or two over there, that would be good. You hear the man say they have 38 sides where red ball cricket is concerned there, and they could easily absorb a couple of our players. I mean, the Indians some Indians will look at it and say, listen, we want to develop our players. We are producing a lot of cricketers, but we are still not dominating the world we're not winning big titles, so we can afford to really help anybody like that. But as I said, this is a suggestion that I am open to. And if BCCI would agree, I can't see why on earth CWI wouldn't agree to something like that. So, you know, let us see if we will hear anything about this. This was just one man's suggestion, and this man is a former player and a commentator. He has nothing to do, I am assuming, with the politics of India cricket. So, you know, he's probably just saying an idea that he think would work. Don't know if the BCCI would be open to something like that. So, let us continue to monitor and see how that goes. All right, moving on to some white ball cricket. And it's not even too far from Indian, you know, because you can call him a honorable Indian. We're talking about Kieron Pollard, you know. You can almost say they adapt him over there in Mumbai. So, taking this one from Sportskeeda, and they say Kieron Pollard's injury, a potential massive blow for the Mumbai Indians, New York. I shared a picture earlier on on the YouTube page here with Pollard's arm in a swing. You know, man got injured. So let me just read and see if I can give you some info. So they say, unfortunately for the Mumbai Indians team, Kieron Pollard suffered an injury in the second innings. They say while trying to save a straight shot from Callison against David Visa, bowling at long off. So he was feeling at long off. They say he fell right on his shoulder and called for the physio immediately. They say he walked back to the dugout in pain with his arm tucked into the t-shirt. Right? They say it could be a decisive blow for the side ahead of their knockout eliminator clash against the Washington Freedom on Thursday in Dallas. So they say the skipper hasn't scored a lot of runs in the competition, but has the fourth best strike rate of 166.15. They say Pollard plays an important middle order role, which, if he's ruled out, would be difficult to replicate. They say Mumbai Indians will likely go with Brevis and Pooran and Tim David, you know, will be asked to finish the innings as well as hold the middle together. So, you know, they still haven't said exactly what's happening. So obviously at the time they were waiting on doctor's report, but seems as it, don't know if his shoulder slip out or why not, but definitely wishing Kieron Pollard a speedy recovery. In these sort of franchise leagues, even if Pollard is not scoring a lot of runs, and you know, Pollard's experience on the field and his leadership is definitely going to be missed. So, you know, we wish him a speedy recovery there. And just to finish up, you can take a look at O'Shane Thomas once again. Well, you would have seen it earlier in the video, but just to finish up, you know, we see O'Shane Thomas here doing some work in the nets. It's a possibility that we might see him tomorrow in the first ODI against India. You know, I spoke to him yesterday. Man said that the pace is up, said that things are looking good. So Let us see. Let us see how things will work out. We're going to leave it right there for now, my viewers and subscribers. Big up on yourselves, eh?